President Vincent, Treasurer Eulalia, ladies and gentlemen. It is my privilege this evening to introduce today's chief guest, Mr. Michael D'Souza. Michael D'Souza, an accomplished entrepreneur and philanthropist, was born on 8th July 1952 as the 8th child of the renowned D'Souza family of Puttur. Alongside his siblings, he embarked on a journey of success driven by an entrepreneurial spirit. Raised in a nurturing environment of faith, his parents, Anthony and Mary D'Souza, spared no effort in providing their children with a wholesome upbringing. Fortunately, he found a loving and supporting life partner in Flavia, and together they have been blessed with 3 children named Rochelle, Nisha, and Adrian. Michael received his early education in St. Philomena's in Puttur, but discontinued his studies at the age of 17 to establish his own business. He started Souza Metal Mart, specializing in household utensils and furniture. Later, he moved on to Mangalore and founded Souza Electronics. Eventually, he relocated to Dubai, where he ventured into real estate and the hospitality industry. From the onset, he has adhered to the principle of fostering the business acumen of young individuals by providing them with entrepreneurship training. As a prominent member of KEL Dubai, he has held the position of mentoring director for 6 years, actively encouraging aspiring entrepreneurs to initiate businesses in UAE and offering support in navigating financial challenges. In addition to his successful entrepreneurial endeavors, Michael has also made significant contributions as a philanthropist. He has generously donated substantial amounts to support educational, medical, and other charitable institutions. He has given 25 crores to CODP to enable it to provide interest-free loans to students, almost 4,000 of them, many of whom have become doctors, engineers, MBAs, and nurses. He has helped more than 10,000 families in the Diocese of Mangalore and Udupi by supporting and funding the self-help groups. The beneficiaries of his largesse include St. Agnes College, St. Aloysius College, St. Joseph's Engineering College, Lourdes Central School, St. Joseph Seminary, Father Muller's, White Doves, and Snehalaya Charitable Trust, among others. His exceptional contributions have been recognized through numerous accolades and honors. Notably, he has received the Rachana Award, the Mayura Award by the Kannada Sangha of Sharjah, FKCA Award, and approximately 40 other prestigious awards from various esteemed organizations. What I found most enduring about him is that despite his fame and fortune, he's a very down-to-earth person, humble always. He's approachable to people from all walks of life. With this introduction, I present to you today's chief guest, Mr. Michael D'Souza.
Thanks for coming today, IPL and other commitment, listening to my story. I thank Rachana selecting me. I am one among you all people, business and entrepreneurs, giving an opportunity to share my story of entrepreneurship, success, failures, and then bouncing back to success again. It is said an investment in knowledge pays the best interest by Benjamin Franklin. And also, as business people, I would say everyone makes a mistakes. It's how we respond to the mistakes. You can either learn from the mistakes and be a victor, or place blame on others and act like a victim. Choice is ours. With this note, I start my story. Yes. At the age of 14, I wanted to start business because I am coming from a family where my father was a coppersmith. We had a shop of copper. Those days, copper and brass, those shop. When 14, 15, 16 in PUC wanted to discontinue, my parents were not allowing because our those days and even today most of the parents, because my mother was not an educated lady. Everyone should complete their college and come out, study, come out. At the age of 17, at least after completing first year BSc, they agreed. Even though there was no challenge, failed person. No, I was studying, I was getting marks also. Those days 67 is first class means a big marks. It is not a big achievement at all. Then they agreed, given a permission by the grace of God and blessings from my mother, and to start the business. So I started a separate shop. My elder brother Gilbert was handling my father's business after the demise of our father at a young age. And I could say all of my brothers and sisters are all graduates, postgraduates, and somebody have done extra MBAs also. So Gilbert is because of the necessity is PUC, correct Gilbert, and discontinued. I have been with the intention of not to continue with the business. I started continue with the studies. I started. Only attraction at that time was, if in business, bank and LIC was one of the attractive jobs. Even today, those are the jobs are attractive. They were about 600 rupees versus I am thinking 1,000 I can earn per month in business. This was the one move. Anyhow, I started. When I was starting a utensil business under the name of Soza Metal Mart, there are established business people were there. But I can tell you with all happiness and pride and this, within 24 months, I have outbeaten everyone. I became the number one in Puttur. Then business was booming, little adventurous. This one was there right from the, I would say, God was taking, or my guardian angel was taking extraordinary care, I said, because those days going to Bangalore means one thrill. Instead of going night bus, I would start from Puttur, by night full riding the bike behind a bus, night bus, because the lights are there, and reaching and coming. And my friends used to accompany. But the second time, that friend will not come with me. Every time I will search one person, one person is there. But now if I think how I used to go in night and reaching Bangalore by bike and coming back, or for Mysore for that matter, God saved me. Right. Now, next is after the this aluminium and stainless steel business, I ventured into furniture business. I ventured into a night bus also, where Shankar Vittal buses, they wanted to discontinue their buses to Bangalore buses. So one day I met Krishnamurti Rao, because in that buses I was getting some goods from Bangalore. Once what had happened is that bus was coming, the Shankar Vittal bus was coming from Bangalore to Puttur, and via Puttur it was going to Bangalore. So I used to bring some goods there in that bus. One day my shop attendant was sleeping. He could not unload that goods in Puttur. Bus went to Mangalore. Then in the bus, this Krishnamurti Rao is very shrewd businessman. He said, ಇದು ಯಾರ್ದು ತಂದದ್ದು, ಇದು ಪುತ್ತೂರಿನವ್ರದ್ದು, ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ, ಇದು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು? Then for that 25 rupees or 50 rupees, whatever, ಅವರು ಬರಲಿ ಅಂತ. Then I went and I met. Because when I went to the office, they said, no, you go and meet, he is waiting for you. I went and said, and he asked me 2 questions. Then I said, no, I am always going in your bus. Bus. And most of the time I used to go because for Puttur it is coming, no. And then he said, ಈಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. Then I paid that amount and brought. Then he was in the going. I came out of the office, and then also he said, ನಮಗೆ ಇದು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ಯಾಸೆಂಜರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಬಸ್ಸನ್ನು. Because at that time Ballal Motors and Bharat Motors and Mahadaleshwara were very good buses. The old buses are only Shankar Vittal because they were running those. Now what I wanted to comment, I came out of the office and I told him, can you give me the buses? I will run the buses. He said, he was shocked. I said, no, I will run the buses. What do you mean? I said, no, how much you are getting? He said, you pay me 1,000 rupees per day because those buses are 25 rupees per seat. And 64 seats are there, 3 are like this, that side. So he said, they are good at, no. So he said, see, you can earn 250 rupees per day, but you have to give me 1,000 rupees irrespective of 25 seats, irrespective of this for 1 year. So I paid that 75,000 advance payment, and first month little loss was there. I put the bus in, this one is Soza Super Lines. outside Shankar Vittal, but ticket is Soza Super Line. So within 1 month, every day morning, my goods on the top and this one 500 rupees I am earning. Those days it was a big amount. Unfortunately, in this, when I think February or March, because I started in October or something like, bus nationalization took place. So I was shocked. That is my luck. When I went and asked the Shankar Hotel people, because at that time he also knew I am making money. Then he said, no, see Michael, one thing, ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ಮಗನಾಗೆ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಬಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಐ ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಈಗ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ. I didn't took the money for 2 months. Then finally I got that money. I got it because he offered, but I wanted because to run the bus. Now what I wanted. Then onwards, at that I shifted to in 1987. I saw an opportunity because even though Puttur is a town, this is one message I wanted to convey for everybody. What happens is, for a business, when we grow, our resources increase, our knowledge increases. At that time, where we are that city, even though everyone is saying Namaskar, because everyone knows me, you have to move out. I shifted to Mangalore Soza Electronics. Some of the, it is natural because we underestimate or we overestimate people, ourselves also and outsiders also. Most of the people those days, because Mangalore is a small, even a large city, reasonable at that. I am talking about 30 years back. Electronics was not my, I was not knowing electronics. I started Soza Electronics, and at that time there were giants like Solar Electronics and then Naik's was the radio, the Philips dealer Naik's, and Commission and General Agency, which was 80 years old, and they were the Godrej dealers, and there were about nearly big and small about 40 or 48 showrooms were there, but the larger one is about 10 or Pylands, Manoj, those are this one. After starting the first year, I started Soza Electronics. The second year, 17 showrooms closed. Third year, 33 are out. Because in electronics, this is the one day I have understood. Because the market is the same. You are unless you eat somebody's share. Because market is the limited market. So that is another success story of mine. And I still remember at that time Onida TV was there, only quota. I went to Onida asking for an agency, and this Onida person, the Mansukani, Vijay Mansukani said, no, we will see later, come after 6 months. Second time also when I went, I was sitting outside about 2 hours, he said, no, come after 3 months. He is not giving the agent, because I had BPL, I had got all the brands, good brands I had, I was the leading dealer. Third time, when I went there, and he said, no, after three months. I said, why you don't want to sell Onida in Mangalore? He said, what you are talking? I told him, your solar electronics I have bought. Your Onida is for solar electronics. I have bought that shop. When I said, you want only one dealer. So I thought I will buy that dealer only. So I bought the solar. That afterwards their support was so much Vijaya Mansukan. This is one because what I am saying is you have to find a solution. There is a problem. You find a solution so that you succeed. Then what happens is business was good. At that time too, every year it was increasing because population was good. I got the Godrej agency also, I have got it. I bought Philips agency also got it. And I was a recognized dealer all over India because they are giving some performance. Two advantages were there for me. One of the advantages is whatever quota they fix. They say per month you have to sell 5 refrigerators. Because Mangalore's potential is so this because the first month that they asked what is the I have sold 50. Because one thing is I have eaten other share and Mangalore has got a potential, even it is for cars or whatever. This is one advantage what we have got. Now, then I also had an the future of this is credit card, because credit card, I started my own Sosa credit card 40 years back. It was in 40 showrooms, 30-40 showrooms for gold, textile. Though this Jayantilal was there, then Usha Jewelers, Lakshmi Das, where my Sosa credit card was, you can buy gold, jewelry or whatever. So I met Walter, my brother was kind enough to take me to that chairman, I think KK Pai, no? The KK Pai, Syndicate Bank. I met Prabhu, Canara Bank chairman. I said, future of this one is credit card. And he said, how much cash you have got? I said, about 1.5-2 crore is there. No, we have got only 50 lakhs we have allotted only for the staff to take on, some furniture or whatever. But what I am saying is that idea died. Because I am saying, because of my own. Otherwise, I would have also had credit. No, what I wanted to communicate, because sometimes a good idea, if you are not able to pursue and this, because so this is what, because I'm just saying all this Amazon, whatever I was talking about, those are the certain ideas will be there, and hundreds of ideas in the minds those who are sitting here, it will be there. Think carefully and do not implement those. That is one of the successes. I'm just telling about it. Then I moved to Dubai. In fact, I went with my wife for a visit, and I saw the potential. 2 attractions were there. One attraction is I am at that time when I was in Mangalore, the best car is Contessa. So Contessa is the last ultimate. After that, not there. There, my dream was in 1992, Harshad Mehta, this Lexus. So I wanted to have a Lexus car. I wanted to buy also. Those days, it was costing some 18 lakhs rupees or whatever with the duty. Then when we are coming back, my wife told me on the flight, you are buying the car. Now see here, Another attraction was the AC, air condition. Air condition, sleeping good, you get good sleep. I'm talking about 35 years back. So I came back. I said, okay, next one of my friends I told, okay, I'm coming. I went to this one, to Abu Dhabi. I said I'm shifting to Abu Dhabi, I'm starting the business. At that time, for me, two advantages we had. I had one of my good friend who introduced my sponsor, whoever that local. Another, this one biggest advantages was there. Without any money, we can stay how many months also. My sister Sylvia and Vincent. I can tell you openly, I'm telling you, I always tell Sylvia and Vincent, but for tanche ragatma tu na urle pura dilam am chamata. So we started the business. 30 minutes it is there. What a challenge in that hot sun. Who wants this? I was going in a contest, air conditioned car, and I had one small shop. My customers, I am a real estate agent because I found out only 3 businesses possible in the Gulf. One is supermarket, one is connected to oil industry, and the third is real estate. Because oil industry I don't have the knowledge. Supermarkets I didn't want to this. And real estate we started along with me, my brother-in-law who came from Gulf War. My brother-in-law also joined because he had a confidence in me and I had a confidence in him. And we started real estate, and within 2 years we succeeded in that. But in between, what had happened is that I would say 7-8 months was a very difficult time, because people, when we went, Michael is in there, people are coming left, right, center, people are coming. Michael is there because to our house and all. Thanks to Flavish, they have taken care of those guests and all. But 2 things happened. We went there. At that time, rupee dirham was 6. This Manmohan Singh devalued the currency, it became 9. The cost, whatever, we had some money to invest and all, but the cost has increased and the revenue was not much. We could not, about 5-6 months, I could not earn anything. Then afterwards, we could master that business and we started real estate business and we established there. Then 1994, I moved to Dubai because Dubai was a bigger opportunity. We moved to Dubai and we had a very successful business. Thank you very much. We had a very, very successful business. At that time, in 1995 to 1996, what we call that little bit of what we call overconfidence, little bit more of arrogance, because anything you do, you are a success, and also a little bit of, or not little, more greed, saying that I can give it on interest and this. Known people, so-called reputed people, I made those 3 blunders. Those 3 blunders costed 95% of my wealth. All 3 cheated. From directly business class ticket to KSRTC bus, night bus, from one of the best apartment in that time, the biggest apartment of Bangalore, to 12,000 rupees rented house. To cut the story short, because I had given some assurance for my customers, the Skyline and the apartments, I told my customers, without giving the key, because that is their hard-earned money. I said, without giving the key of your apartment, I won't come. I thought 6 months is within I can finish. But here that we went into litigation and all these things, 4 years, it was a hand to mouth, zero income. I could not earn 1 rupee. I had a very small amount of this, but at that time, before shifting, I came to know within 20 days from my beautiful apartment. At that time, in 1997, we were living in a beautiful apartment where a swimming pool and all these things were there. When I came, my friend, when I understood this, all three, I'm losing the money. I called my wife and I told, we have been ruined, and we don't have money to stay there because it was very expensive in Dubai, and I have to take care of this. Within 20 days, and then I said, see, this is it. I have got some 3.5 crore loan amount which I have taken from this one. I have to pay 7 lakhs interest per month. 24% was at that time normal because some people were getting 36%, all those things. 24% I have to pay, but 36, 48 and all on the Kannadi Odagina Gantu untadrole. So I told two things I will tell you. Business loss is not a sin. Cheating is a sin. I have made a mistake not taking care of document or not taking care of due diligence, whatever you name it. So I said, one thing is I am going to close this loan of my meter. So I closed all the loans of that, sold the houses and everything. First I settled that amount. So there is no house, there is no cash, but at least interest is not there. And I promised my wife, nobody will give you a call for you saying that your husband owes the money. But don't ask anything until such time this is settled. At that time we were trying because my brothers also, they said we can do that and this and all. Anyhow, that's a different story. We fought some litigations and all, spending some money. And I can tell you the money was because legal litigation is costing very high. I went to my legal counsel was none other than Chidambaram, then finance minister. One appearance 3 lakhs rupees. C.S. Vaidyanathan, additional solicitor of general, is another my consultation, 1 hour 50,000. But all these things, it didn't work because we didn't have that documentation in the court. That documentation and the person who owes us is also in the court because whoever in this now the system. So I lost. Then finally I thought this is a not a losing battle. I said, what is missing is, Michael, two things are important for you. Your financial integrity and reputation is intact. Your conscience is very clear. Your business acumen nobody can take out from you. Only diminishing is my age. Now, Michael, you are already 50. What we are going to do? Settled for a peanuts settlement because other people also invested, my brothers, and some small amount. That's a small amount. Mine is almost 90% of that. Shifted back to Dubai without any this. When I met the locals there, everyone was happy. They said, Michael, oh, you have come back, you take this building, that building, whatever when you ask. Because financial integrity, reputation and commitment was there. I can with proud, this one I said, my 55 years, by the grace of God and my sincere efforts, not a single check I have told do not present or not a single check is bounced. Financial management this is what I am just telling you because it requires an earnest effort to see that how you make your cash flow. This is another, even my, when I'm losing, didn't have the resources to close the account. This is second story. There, sometimes it happened, believe me, I went for my old age to earn some 5 crore income because much more I have lost. Maybe at that time about 30 crore I lost. And the same properties today about 750 crore, whatever it is. I went with that intention. But my luck, I would say, if I can boast anything, Dubai was booming. I would say I was lucky at the right place, right time and right business. Nothing that whatever I lost, I earned maybe 10 times or maybe 100 times. I'm just telling you, it is miracle happened, I would say. Of course, I worked hard. But sometimes what God is so kind, He said, no, this man, I have to give something. There is a chapad patke, whatever in Hindi they say, no, this is it. So then in 2008 onwards, now what do you call, almost I have done about major 3-4 businesses like stainless steel, electronics, real estate, buses, etc. And other small businesses. Put together about 13-14 businesses I ventured. In 2008, I gave large sum. At that time, I got good money. I gave money to manage for this bankers for equity stocks. So equity stock after 1 year, they made me minus 35.7%. My portfolio is down. I don't know ABCD of this equity. So usual, I think out of here, how many are lucky that portfolios with mutual fund? I'm not insulting anybody, but I'm saying my experience. Maybe in 32 years of my investment with the so-called investment bankers, I have not earned $1. I'm just telling you, every portfolio something is this. Then I said, what to do? I said, this I have to learn. I took back this one. I appointed one person, and she was the assistant manager in ICICI Bank. This one, she didn't have the knowledge, but she had the attitude and aptitude. And also my advantage is this equities became demat. That is one. Second is this web based, because we can see the balance sheets and all this, because complete stock investment seen as changed completely. 2008 we took the portfolio back. Again God helped me, because Dubai real estate collapsed. Banks and other stocks came down up to 97%. The stocks have tanked. My knowledge was, I would say, zero. I bet on those stocks. Within 2 years, 400% jump. This is the another big break which I got in stocks. I took the stocks into my this. Today, my 99% of my business comes from stocks. Plus Singapore, UAE and Indian stocks. And the advantage is the stock is with their laptop and with their phone. I can manage with Puttur also, I can manage in US also, I can manage in Singapore also. This is the advantage. Now, rest of my life, the best business is out of my business. I will continue as stock investment, and it has also given me an opportunity for to spend about 2 to 3 hours checking the balance sheets and all this company, because you have to keep busy. No, it is quite interesting and rewarding also. So another thing is also this partnership. If I don't like a Tata partner, I press the button, I go to Adani. Adani is not partner, I will go with the Ambani. So I had some 3 partnerships. God only saved. This virtual partnership in business. That also my advice for everybody. Partnership is the last you have to go to it. Whether it is with your family members, whether it is with your friends, or whether it is your outsiders. I'm not saying that they are bad. Maybe you are also bad sometimes. and you are in a legal battle and all. This is it. Now, there are so many books. What I am today is I read a good number of books which are related to stock, which are related to self-improvement, and and also in the finance. For example, End of Wall Street, Be the Change for the my philanthropic activities. or high beta rich, how people within 10 years they earned and they lost everything. And then there are books how you can bounce back, because these are all books are there, good and peaks and valleys, all these books are there. And whenever I got some this one, I'm gone reading those books, and I full advice for everybody, as he is mentioned, read, because lot of knowledge is there in that, which we can get. Now even in my speech, if something rubs on you, and if you implement, then only the benefit is there. In my opinion, everybody wanted to have success. At one point of time, we become little fearful or comfortable or not daring to accept failure, and we are not making decision. Our success or failure is only business decision, number one, and those decisions whether you have implemented. In my opinion, 90% of the people are not ready to implement that decision. After I went to Dubai, and after my crisis management bouncing back, I joined KEL. And KEL, I was mentoring director. I created so many youngsters to make their businesses supporting, and particularly Catholics. And here also, when I was in Puttur, there were few business people were there. Now today Puttur has got more than 100 business people are there, and they are doing. And Mangalore also, through Rachana, you must have created so many success stories. I can see Vincent and others. There are so many. If you want spirit, go for spirit. It's a big success story. If you want chicken, go to Vincent. Big success story. Another construction, this is another big success story. Catholic, this is the pride of our community. Creation of wealth. It gives identity. It gives money, and also it fuels philanthropic activities. This is what I'm saying. If you have got a generosity of heart and resources, anybody can write check. This is the combination. So then, if I thought, let me share my knowledge. So I have helped people to come up crisis management in business, about 17 people. But with the due respect, I'm not saying that any pinpointing anybody. Whenever they come for crisis management, I ask the first 3 questions. Because people come left, right and center. I lost a couple of millions of dollars or dirhams also I lost by giving help. Now I am not giving. Before I assessed them clearly. I said only I am helping you to come out of any crisis management. I am ready to help you to come out. In that I asked him first of the 3 questions. Because people come in the Mercedes, people come in BMW, people are having in a big house. I ask only one question: whether you have paid your Mercedes cash check or borrowed money. He said installment is there. That is one. Because I would say, because why I am just saying is, before my setback also, or business setback, I also had 3 cars, all installment cars only. Because mine is, I had the cash. One story I'll tell you, only one for you to, because if you can give me another 10 minutes, then I'll tell you. My first Mercedes car, I had the cash. But there the interest in the Gulf was only 4%. Here one of the person was offering 24% only. At that time car was costing only 50 lakhs. So what I did is, I gave 50 lakhs here, and for 50 lakhs he was giving me 1 lakh interest. And my car installment there was only 40,000. So I am driving a Mercedes car, I am paying the installments of the car, and one of my friends said, very big compliment he gave me. He said, "Oh, you should be made Finance Minister of India."
Yes.
Very, very happy. Afterwards, This man 50 lakhs he cheated me. my installment I have to pay there. Car. I sold something. I sold something. My car installment I settled. And coming here, I don't have the money to buy one car. Finally bought one second-hand car with great difficulty for 4 lakhs. That Cielo car was there. I'm just my setback. So what I am saying is, two things. Even now, afterwards, continuously I am buying Mercedes only. That's my favorite car. I am writing a check every time, 500,000, 600,000 dirhams of this one. Because we, all of us, we know, after 5 years, the car is almost zero value. Lesson number is one thing. If you have got 1 rupee, say 1 rupee, we should not say, better to say 50 paisa. With your wife also, because my wife is whatever she is not, I'm just saying, because she said she is used to bother, she is very, very contented person, and not this one, my children also. But what I'm saying is, outside words, say 50. Don't tell, I have got 2 rupees. This is, you are cheating your conscience, and you are misguiding somebody, and one day, whatever, if you are not taking care of your cash flow and what you are not really financially, one day it will come out. And that bomb is very, very dangerous. You will lose your reputation. Once the reputation is lost, then you cannot bounce back. So this is another one, I'm just explaining to them. Now further, what is my present position? Present position is, God has given more of this one. We have got enough money to take care of, if I do not make, because after the bouncing back, I made some big blunders of venturing into some business, this one, with the partnership. I am facing some trouble with them because with this little, unsettled issue. I thought, cut my losses and come out of the partnership, so that one litigation is avoided. We have got cash, some cash is there, and don't go for I have to get my full money, what are the terms and come. Cut your losses and come out, no problem. Second one thing is, forgive. Once you forgive, now all three, in right earnest I will tell you, all my 3 people who have done that, I have forgiven. This is one thing, that is one maybe. And the 2 of the persons were very clearly told me, because their prayers, definitely if they have said, it is very powerful prayer. Directly they cannot give because they have got every person has got. See, nobody wanted to cheat other person, but circumstances is one. If you don't have the cash, and if that some greed is there sometimes, people. So this is another one. Now we are continuing that success, and I have made, even after success, I have made a 2-3 blunders. In that I lost few millions of dirhams, I lost few millions of dollars, and a few crores of rupees in my investment or whatever. Nothing. Sleep well, because there is enough cash is there. Now, what we say, out of 10, 7 decisions are even now it is clicking, and now it is almost, I would say, 10 out of 10, because I learned in that my own one, this angle I created. This is called my business triangle. Now, this business triangle is, anybody knows for
Check.
in 5 minutes only, then you can ask. This business triangle is, everybody knows, for a business, you require capital. So it may be self, investor, shareholder, it is very clear. And then the next is required is knowledge before starting the business. Risk, rewards, opportunity, competition, market, legal, and these things. And inside there is no substitute like a hard work, integrity, financial transparency, perseverance, accountability, responsibility, commitment, reputation. Then only if you have got, where I failed I had the cash, due diligence was not done, and that what we call knowledge, and I failed there, and I lost the money, and the time came, why business people are succeeding or failing, I'm just saying, there are enough and more people who are there, they have got ideas, they are more wiser than us, but if they don't have cash, they cannot start business, they cannot succeed. And I failed when I had the cash. That may be definitely among you also you must have had this experience. And I didn't take due diligence, that what we call knowledge, and I lost. When I lost the money, I had full knowledge, learning, and no money. I can't start business. You got it. Then only rescue is my hard work, integrity, I mean that also has got value. So end of the day, success or value for money you can deliver this. The same can be applied for I always tell for happiness, because everybody want happiness. For happiness also is the same. You require health, you require wealth, then only you have got happiness, subject to your relationship and all this inside. A ICO man, billionaire, is also not happy. A fireman without bank balance also is not happy. And this is what my thinking in life. Okay. Now, another one is, whenever you have got a crisis, no, I think with this I stop, so that you people can ask questions, because you are a business people. Ask questions and I will answer. Please don't hesitate to ask any questions. I will open, whether success, failure, whatever. Because my mother said, Puta, तुझ्या काल धनकाले हा तक क्लेनकाले हा आणि ते उलोंचे समा एक तट्टाले पडल्यार मनशांकी अर्थ बरें जाता देवातान बेसावी आसा. So I will not tell something here and something here and this. Okay, with this note, once again, thanking Rachana for giving me this beautiful opportunity to share some thought, which will be to my friends, or particularly business entrepreneurs and others. Thank you. Now that's what I have to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure Mr. Michael D'Souza deserves a bigger round of applause. Generally, people, when they achieve success, most of them we have seen, they speak the brighter side of their journey, the sweet things of the success, but they hide the actual reality which they have gone through or which they must have faced. But Michael D'Souza was generous to express everything, and that is the beauty of your person. And now is the time, it's open house. So I'm sure you all have questions. So let it be crisp, directly to the subject. You can tell your name, profession, and ask the question. Mr. Ullas.
Ullas Raskina, I'm in business. Give. You have and you give. What prompted you to start giving?
Say, two things. One is, you can earn business to our business. That is your own efforts. And for your investment, your return on investment. When you make God your partner, God says one thing, what you have done for what I have given. You give 100, I can guarantee you in my life, He gives 1,000. This I have experienced in my life.
Vijay.
Yeah, my name is Vijay. I'm into stocks and real estate. You said about cash management, like cash flow. Particular business people fail on cash flow. So can you say how you were managing? Because usually we have our personal needs and this one we use our business money there also. So what exactly you do? How you bifurcate that?
Yeah. See, most of the businesses run under you are receiving money from XYZ source because you are selling something, but also you have to make a payment, either cash or maybe post-dated, whatever. You put that what we call post-dated check control. So you know 1 lakh what I am getting, I have to pay those other items. So at any day, your cash flow, what you are maintaining, should be enough cash is available on credit side. Because the now, see, for example, we are a real estate in Dubai. I'm just telling you because it is very not that most of the business may not be. I take the building, full buildings we take for 5 years. We put on X rate because for the owner we have to pay that rent, maybe 5 million dirham or 10 million dirham, whatever. So we give them 4 million, 2.5 million into 4 checks or whatever. But at the same time, we are also getting from our tenants, individual tenants, our rental. Generally what happens is, and particularly real estate, I'm telling you, most of the real estate, the moment you put the foundation, the cash is coming. It is not your cash. I don't touch that money until such time it is my last 5 years checks are cleared. My profit is there. Then I touch that money. Whereas in real estate, out of 90, 9 people are, I would say maybe 10 only, they put the foundation, somebody's money is there, contractor's bill has to be paid, they have got one more plot, they have made another plot. And when the market collapses or the contractor's money is there, they would say like this, and 2 pillars are there in the building like this. This is the one, cash flow is not maintained. This is what I'm saying. And also, in Konkani say, because don't go beyond that. One day your feet will be wet or whatever you name it. Right? You got the answer of that.
Mikyab, I have a very simple question with you. You have the experience of handling the business in India, particularly in our district, in Dubai. You also have business in the US and Sri Lanka. Compared to all these places, how ease of business, which place is more comfortable to earn more money?
For me, the best place is UAE because the laws are very crystal clear. See, we have got tenancy contract because we have got thousands of tenants are there. The one page tenancy contract, this one is there. There is no 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, whatever we mention the rent, we take the post-dated checks and the check is bounced. Definitely, in Dubai, he has to pay, otherwise he has to go to jail and it is all settled within 90 days. There is no maafi for a rich person also, or a poor person also. It is very, very clear. That is why, see, that law, because here what happens is, when the court are not taking care of the law, the business suffers. So that is one, my second is, with the due respect, because for me, I would say now at least your business and electronics business, why I choose is, in electronics business is at that time zero black money because everything was billed. Other businesses, now for us, Dubai, everything is now is billed. There is no tension of this black money means it has got some fear. See, if you want to grow, there should be billing system only. But billing system is not possible in India because here the punishment is those who bill you pay GST. Those who is not paying this one, some 15%, 18% or 5%. This competition is very, very difficult. And the fruit of having Dubai, you sleep well because income tax ED is not there. Of course, Modi also is not there. So there. Okay. Got the answer?
Yes.
Michael, slightly deviating from the topic.
Uh-huh.
You are investor in India, entrepreneur in India, also outside, including US. What is your opinion on present union government and its policies, whether there is a hope or gloom?
See, as a small man, I had the fortune of meeting Chidambaram those days because at that time there were some other people also. One of my argument was my personal at that time. I was not paying the income. I was saying only one possibility in India is you bring down the income tax slab. Even today, now every time when the budget is presented, for the last 9 years, I have sent to the finance ministers my thought on income tax. Maybe this is a subject because you brought the subject and you are all business people. My challenge to the government, if you bring 15% is the highest slab for income tax, lots of businesses will flourish, number one.
Exactly.
Second, it might more than 75 or 80% of the black money will go out of the market because nobody wants this black money, that sleepless night. This is 2. Number 3, the stamp duty, if we bring about 2% or 3%, there will be people who earn this 15% income tax, highest slab I'm talking about, is law. About 70-80% of the black money will be eradicated. Everyone is writing checks and there will be enough and more income tax collected. Only the second problem we cannot address because you know how the government is spending our money. So this is what my other. This government is not doing the right thing because today government failed. Now why I am saying to bring down the income tax, this slab is down, is when there is no social security. A person who may pay 51 crore, 550 crore, 100 crore, this one, if he fails in business, there is nothing for him. There is no social security, there is no proper education facility, there is no medical facility. For what we are paying this kind of tax, and that is also I would say less than 25 paisa is actual use. And this 15% has given an opportunity for all the other officers are corrupt and all the business people to make somewhere in from, I always say, from Manmohan Singh to Michael D'Souza, at one point of time some black transaction has happened. I'm just saying because we are helpless this. So this is what my thinking.
I think I'll give an opportunity for the last question.
I'm Father Vincent D'Souza, Secretary CODP, where Michael sir has invested generously, full generosity, without any returns on investment. Michael sir, which is more important, whether knowledge on the business or the survey of the business on the market trends?
No.
Among that, which is more important?
No, I would say knowledge is the first. Without knowledge, because business success is definitely cash is required. But if you compromise on knowledge, in business terms, what we call due diligence, 90% failure is guaranteed. Because see, luck cannot run for a long time. Professionalism only can survive or guarantee your success. Right? This is what my firm belief.
Father, thank you very much. I think after listening to the presentation, you may get into business as well.
Leslie, last.
You stop and I'll tell the example why I said.
No,
Because
simply.
I wanted to be brief in the question, therefore I said. Because there is one person in our CODP premises, he has got the knowledge very much, skills also, but I think not studied the market demands or survey. He wanted to sell and take, hang on, and then I been counseled him, guided him, and he is now telling now 10 rupees less he is selling, but no demand. Like that he was very sad. So therefore I asked.
Thank you.
Michael D'Souza,
Yeah.
you have suffered because of giving credit or loan to somebody. Giving credit or loans in a selling, it is a necessary in India. Without giving credit, it's a very difficult to do the business. What are the precautions we have to take in giving the credit, and that we should not fall on the problems?
Credit is a definitely it is a friend, because unless credit, the system won't run. But monitoring and limiting that credit, and even before giving your credit, KYC, whatever you are saying, due diligence. Because what happens if you don't trust a person, don't do business. Point number. If you trust a person, document it properly. Number 2. And also each person has got limitations of his credit limit. Say, suppose I'm just giving for instance, I'm not insulting or underestimating. Tomorrow, somebody is telling you 10,000 crore business, whether you will be able to manage that business. It should come slowly. You have to grow. Am I right?
Yes.
This is what my thinking. Another one, last one, I'm just telling one.
Yeah.
Because one thing I practiced in my life, this is business people here. Whatever you do business, have one measurement. That is, my thumb rule is, year on year, 18% is minimum you have to earn on your investment. Now, 2 things. I give some lectures for MBA students, because when I am asking those, most of the students, they don't have an answer because I am asking. But now today I am asking this learned and successful business people also. You need not answer me today, but you go home and you. Now, for example, a business life is mostly for us about 40 years to 50 years. I'm thinking of 40 years. You start your business maybe around 25 years, or at the age of 25. And if you invest 10 lakhs in 40 years, 18% year on year, it becomes 100 crore. You got it? That means average you have earned 2.5 crores per this one. Now, most of the people, and I'm very proud, I started my business 21,500, say 25,000. My track record after having 3 setbacks, it is 24% year on year for the last 53 years.
Very good.
Now you count how many crores I have got. Auditor, please an auditor.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Michael D'Souza.